I show up there at the tables for our bake sale. I thought we had said we were going to meet there at like 10:30, and I was the only one there for a good portion of that half hour. Starting to get not only a little nervous, but I think I'm also starting to get a little bit ticked off that I thought we agreed on a set time and there's nobody here yet. So, I mean, I'd like to call somebody, but sorry to say, I didn't end up getting anybody's number, but that's my bad on my part. I know that much. Just wondering where everybody is. I'm tempted to go out and find them.
Ben's job was supposed to be to create flyers that we could hang up throughout campus and inform, everybody on our bake sale.
Ben's advertising was awful, I thought.
It does not state that it's a bake sale, and it does not say that it's going to be at the student union. And he spelled freshman 15 wrong. Yeah, Ben, so about the flyers you made yesterday.
Did you get them?
Oh, I got them, and I printed like 20 of them off and got them all approved. And when I started hanging them up, there was nothing on the sign that said bake sale, and there was nothing on the sign that said student union.
Then why did you print them?
Because I was too tired to look over it.
He had orders to print it, and he doesn't have the right to just say, well, because I don't like it, it doesn't need to be on there.
Every time it's Ben's fault, he'll make up an excuse.
Oh, so you're blaming me?
Pretty much. That was kind of your responsibility. I mean, that's what you said, hey, I'll do the advertising for the poster. So we didn't want to micromanage you, so we let you.
All right, you can't just blame me, okay?
You were working on it forever, though.
Everything about this was a team effort. I wanted to punch him in the face because you don't work that way. If he had something to say, he should have called me that night and said, hey, Ben, I really think that, I'm going to fix it. Is that all right with you?
So he's like, well, I'm going to go make some more flyers then. What's the point? There's people going to be in and out. There's no point in hanging up flyers anywhere else.
He let his own team down because that means I have to waste my time to go to the library and type it up.
Once after I'd done a little bit of a search to try and find them, I walk up there and I see Frank and Jenna with the table. So I thank God I wasn't the only one anymore.
I didn't think it was a big deal, and Joel was a little nervous at first.
I was really starting to get nervous when you guys weren't, and I was, you know what I mean.
I'm sorry.
Forget him. I'm always here early, so
He just made a big deal out of something that wasn't, and that kind of bothered me a bit.
So it's just getting a little nervous.
Joe was a little bit distracting at times, but he's just Joe.
I was walking around trying to find you guys, or somebody anyway.
He's very energetic, very exciting, nice kid, but he does kind of get distracting at times.
Frank actually came up with the idea of moving our table because our location was just, there wasn't many people in there at all over in that area.
Nobody sets up a fundraiser at that entrance, so I thought we would try to move the table.
And then, of course, Zach's table's right there, so they got the idea, so they got permission, and they moved out even further.
Nobody goes through that area, as compared to the dining hall, or to where the food court is.
Moving downstairs was definitely a good move.
It was the perfect spot. I mean, I'm very happy with the location we got. I mean, I feel bad the other team didn't get to have. No, I don't feel bad. Never mind. I'm glad we got this one.
I was trying to draw people in, buy a tree, help charity, because it's going to charity. But again, we don't know what charity it's going to, so that was really difficult to know, because people would come up and ask, they're like, well, what charity does it go to? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know, but just know that it's a good charity.
We actually saw the president of the university, Dr. Jacobs, and so we saw him walk through the union. We of course, took that opportunity to introduce ourselves, and we said, here, Dr. Jacobs, can you come over and donate, or would you like, baked goods? So he was very generous and very gracious and helped us out a little bit.
The other team was already set up by the time I got there, and they were kind of drawing the people in that were, coming to donate to our team. I was standing there when this girl was saying, "Hey, is Frank on this team?" They said yes.
Frank?
Yeah. Yes.
No, Frank's on my team. Yep, he's upstairs.
Oh.
Franklin with the blonde hair. He's on my team. He's right up there.
He's still on.
Yeah, thank you. Team one. And I was like, are you serious? You're gonna be you're gonna deceive someone just so you can win a competition? I was hurt at first, but then I was like, well, yeah, it's a competition. I wouldn't say I'd do the same thing. I'd probably feel bad about it. during, after, forever. But that's why we didn't do anything like that.
You know, don't be a jerk. Don't do that. You know, try to play fair at least a little bit.
If I saw the other team, selling some baked goods to other people, I would kind of, go over there and say, hey, here's our baked goods, We also have some baked goods.
Cake as well. Wow.
Nice cake.
We have donuts.
I'm a fan.
Zach came over, and Zach's really competitive. He's their salesman. He was doing the exact same thing I was. And we were fighting for a good 3 minutes.
Oh, no, ours is right up. Ours, we have all this right here. I don't know if you'd be interested in this stuff. This stuff is all homemade, theirs is all store-bought. Our cookies and brownies and Rice Krispie treats and everything were much larger. I thought we provided a better product. If you would like some homemade...
I'm more for a store-bought person.
Oh, are you? Well, this is pretty kick butt.
Well, I'll have to check.
Okay, will you come back? We have cake, we have cookies, we have gourmet Rice Krispie treats. You name it.
Myth came by and he asked them permission if we can move down over by, the main eating area. It was kind of diagonal across, so they had their spot and we had ours, and it was right there. It was a huge bake-off.
The rest of this cake, $3. Any takers?
Only 50 cents is our minimum asking price. Come on, Brooke. Come on, man. What do you say? You gonna help us out? Just trying to get out there because I remember on Celebrity Apprentice, various people gave more than what they were asking.
Erin, her sisters from her sorority, they came and donated.
And that was just a really big contribution to the bake sale.
That helped us out tremendously. I, of course, as a project leader, couldn't have been any happier.
The myth was standing at the table, calling people, telling them to come.
Being that I was in fraternity and that I had those guys backing me up, and I knew if I, at my very whim, they would all be there. And we had a good turnout. Kudos to them for everything they did. I couldn't ask for more.
We were able to sell out. We had people just donating to this unknown charity.
It was far past what we expected we were going to get. So it was really exciting. And I'm like, yeah, we got this in the bag.
At this point, I believe we're very confident.
I'd be very curious to see, what the final results are. I'm sure it will be extremely close.
We probably raised enough to win us this challenge.